Good morning. Thank you for joining me for my daily Come Follow Me study of the Old Testament. Today is Tuesday the 10th. And we're going to start with a daily reflection. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. Leviticus 19:18. The premortal Messiah quoted his own Mosaic law when he said, "Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." Later he taught the people of the Meridian dispensation, "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets." If we truly love God, we will genuinely love others. The Lord commands in our day, "Exalt not yourselves, and thou shalt not be proud in thy heart." He asks us to be gentle, humble, unassertive enough to turn the other cheek, long-suffering, meek, and lowly of heart. We are to treat others at least as well as we treat ourselves. With kindness and charity, we are expected to love God and all others. Okay. I have not slept great since Thursday? No, Wednesday night. I have not slept great since Wednesday night. I didn't sleep at all last night, and I thought I would because I was exhausted from work. Yesterday, you can see the bags under my eyes. Okay. Let's just do this. There's no going back to bed. There's no calling into work. There's nothing we can do. Okay, there's nothing we can do, so just move on, lady. All right, today is Genesis chapter 38, and this is another weird story in the Bible. It's about Judah. Oh gosh, okay. Judah. After they sell Joseph, he kind of runs away, and he goes and he marries some chick. I don't know. Canaanite woman, possibly. I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention, okay? Forgive me. Alright, I didn't sleep. Anyways, he has 3 sons by this woman, and then his first son, he marries a Moabite woman, pretty sure, and then he dies because it says that he was evil and it displeased the Lord, so the Lord slew him. And so then Judah says to his second son, "Go in to thy brother's wife and raise up seed unto your brother." And the second son was like, no, I don't want to do that. And it says that he spilt it on the ground. And this displeased the Lord, so the Lord killed him. And I'm like, okay, if the Lord was displeased with the first son and killed him, why would he want the second son to raise up seed unto his brother? Anyways, then Judah said to the woman, "Just stay in my house, in my camp, until my third son is old enough to be with you." And she's like, "I'm going to take matters into my own hands." So she goes and dresses up as a harlot when he goes to shear the sheep, and he lays with her, and she bears twins. And it's a thing. It's a thing. Okay. So anyways, it's one of the weirder stories in the Bible. Okay. Work was atrocious yesterday. They were offline all weekend. The whole time I was off work, they were offline. And so they did nothing. They didn't even sort the mail. And so yesterday we did 4 days worth of work. And I didn't sleep last night. I'm upset about that. Okay. Portraits of moral weakness. Preserved in the scriptures are candid accounts of the moral lust. Did we read this yesterday? No. And debauchery of several of Jacob's sons and associates. The painful consequences of their misdeeds serve as valuable lessons about the importance of following the commandments of God. When Jacob's daughter Dinah is defiled by Shechem, the Hivite prince, Jacob arranges to redress the situation by bringing all the Hivites under certain provisions of the covenant. However, Simeon and Levi destroy the offenders and their community. This is not the story that we read. Furthermore, Reuben and Judah commit serious moral sins that cast shadows over the landscape of this unfolding record and the work of the Lord. In the case of Reuben, he blah, 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 that's not this story. The lessons overshadowing these chronicles of moral turpitude is the fact that the Lord's purposes are not defeated, for Joseph's sons inherit the birthright. That's not. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's the only thing. But literally it talks more about 2 other stories than the one we just read. Okay. A kid from the flock. Though this is plausible enough payment coming from the prosperous pastoralist in the barter culture, it also picks up the motif of the slaughtered kid whose blood was used by Judah. Sorry. His brother to deceive Jacob, as Jacob before them used a kid to deceive his father. This connection was aptly perceived a millennium and a half ago in the Midrash. I'm not even reading this anymore. Am I even awake? Is anything sinking in? I'm sorry. Okay. For 38 verses 8 and 9, the Joseph Smith translation records the commands as follows. Go and marry thy brother's wife, and raise up seed unto thy brother. Although Onan married his brother's wife, he would not lie with her, lest he should raise up seed unto his brother. There you go. He didn't want to. All right. I don't know how I'm going to do today. Okay. O God, I love thee, not out of hope of heaven for me, nor fearing not to love and be in the everlasting burning. Thou, my Jesus, after me didst reach thine arms out dying. For my sake sufferest nails and lance, mocked and marred countenance, sorrows passing number, sweat and care and cumber, yea, and death, and this for me, and thou couldst see me sinning. Then why should I not love thee, Jesus, so much in love with me? Not for heaven's sake, not to be out of hell by loving thee. Not for any gains I see, but just the way thou didst me. I do love, and I will love thee. What must I love thee, Lord, for then? For being my King and God. Amen. I like the sentiment behind that. Oh my gosh. Okay. What would they do if I called in sick? Nothing. They would do nothing. Okay. I gotta go. That was Genesis chapter 38, and tomorrow we do chapter 39.